stay out.
Come and play with us, Daddy. Something bad here. I'm scared. Red rum, 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 red rum. This is KDK-12 calling KDK-1.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another DaraChat. My name is Dara or Dara for short, because some of you rodeo folks out there don't know how to wrestle a cattle and say Dara not Dara mouth. And that's the sad part. I have to be here every time saying I have to correct it, because someone out there, a 20-year-old says Dara mouth, and I say, nay, sir, nay, you are wrong. And your mother smells like elderberries. Oh man. Anyway, we be rolling tonight. There we go. We got the puns rolling. There we go. Anyway, I get to have on once again a very what we say in the background sort of man. He's always up front sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, hello there, good sir. Are you there? I didn't
Hello.
I didn't
Hello.
I didn't think you'd wait until I told you to unmute yourself. I thought you would just.
I've done this before.
Look, kid, look. Look, you may have had your days, but I have ridden more cattle and content creation than you ever, kid. So just let me
All right. Well, show me
congratulate.
how it's done there, Haas.
No, I was trying to do it. I was trying to do it like I was you just saying that.
Oh, okay, that's me. Well, happy Halloween to everyone, regardless.
It's a week before, man. Come on. Can't
It
do it that early.
That's not how we roll over here. Uh, October is Halloween. Besides, I'm dressed for Halloween 365 days a year. So, and I also like to frighten children 365 days a year. So,
Okay, well that's more of a gift than anything else, right? Because sometimes
only if they
sometimes
run away.
only if they run away. Ah, your breath smells. Dang it! Every time these stinking kids. Oh man, but yes, it is. Yes, Halloween is next Friday. Uh, I don't do Halloween, but hey, I never say no to candy unless it's stranger danger. Then I say no to lots of candy.
I don't know you. That's my purse.
I know. I know that episode too.
That's one of the funniest lines in the whole show.
Well, and the funny thing is that Bobby Hill is voiced by an actual woman.
Hmm. Yeah, it just makes it better. I
Yeah,
haven't seen the remake, but I heard it's pretty decent.
yeah. I've seen, like, of course, obviously on YouTube they post all the clips and stuff from it. But I've seen a bit, and it seems pretty well. I mean, obviously they've lost two big stars of theirs. The voice of um, Rusty Shackelford and actually John Redcorn. Now John Redcorn, the voice behind John Redcorn, he was able to do like 6 episodes,
Hmm.
um, or at least part of the season. No, that was uh Johnny Hardwick. Johnny Hardwick was able to do 6 episodes, but the voice of John Redcorn was able to do the whole season. But unfortunately, he had that thing happen to him, and he had passed away. So there's all that stuff. But yeah, it's sort of with the King of the Hill stuff. It kind of sort of started with Brittany Murphy
Mhm.
because she
Yeah.
was she if no one knows, Brittany Murphy voiced Luann, and she'd been in other movies too, but um she was obviously doing Luann, and that was probably like where I knew her from more than life. Um,
Yeah. And a regular actress as well. Uh,
yeah,
she
yeah,
seemed to be a very charming woman.
she was very pretty, except she got involved with the wrong sort of person and
Uh,
Hollywood stuff.
Hollywood's just a meat grinder, man. Here, it's a tough game to play.
It feels like it's Hollywood feels like um what is it? Hollywood feels like that place that yes, there's excitement, there's wonder, there's awe, but it comes at a price, right?
Mhm.
It's sort of like that. What was that meme? It's like that meme with like Homer Simpson who looks skinny and all this stuff, but really he's hiding all that fat behind him. It's basically that.
Yeah, there's a lot of dark stuff in the closet, and Hollywood has a big old closet.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And it's
and it
always been that way. It's not a new thing. It's been
yeah.
that way since day one.
Hey, and stardom in itself is sort of like, while it's understandable of what it can bring to the individual, right? Like, fame can get more eyes on you and more deals with money and all that stuff, that sort of thing. But it really is a takeaway. You give up a lot and you don't even know it until it's too late to go back. Um, and some people who do become stars don't become like big ones, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
One of
Yeah,
the
aside from supporting actors, some of them manage to make a career out of just doing small parts here and there. It seems like you're either at the top or the bottom in Hollywood.
some of those women would know too. But anyway, yeah, because all that. What was it? The Who was that? Harvey. That's right, the Harvey Weinstein stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it just goes to show that no matter what, there are probably a few actresses who kind of have principle and are not willing to like bend themselves or whatever for to get a part. And that's the same way with the guy ones too, right? Like people will bend themselves to at least get a part. They'll do whatever they can because a big part might lead to more money and all that stuff. And I'm like, some of these Hollywood people, they live poorly, yet they're rich.
Right.
If that makes sense, right?
Um, yeah, they don't have a fortune, but they are rich. They don't have
Yeah.
good fortune in life.
Yeah, and I think that kind of goes with like how are we doing well? Why'd your name change? You used to be just Nightmare. Oh, I hope you're doing well there, Nightmare. Um, but yeah, it's just
That
this
was
good.
a show. I'm sorry. That was a show in England. Nightmare? It was like a kids game show.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
I just remember all the kid shows I remember watching. Nothing except for what was that one? Are You Afraid of the Dark? I think was one, but I never really watched that per se. It's like R.L. Stein stuff, and R.L. Stein is scary, but it's not scary, if that makes sense. Oh,
Yeah, Goosebumps, stuff like that.
Goosebumps, yep, and that was a big thing when I was a kid because they had an actual show for it, for the movie stuff. Um, oh yeah, yeah, I remember that they did the at thing. Yeah, that sucks. Or not. I don't know. I guess the at thing is kind of inference.
It
Uh,
seems to be a glitch because it's only on like 1 out of 10 shows that I'm in the chat for.
mm,
There's a couple English shows, not to get back to that too quickly, but,
yeah.
yeah, like Mr. Brown's, their chat has always got the, usernames exposed, but,
Mm.
like, most of the other ones I see don't. I don't know, YouTube's a train wreck.
I mean, it's a train wreck, but everyone loves a good train wreck, and they keep coming back for it. So it's not wrong. I mean, it's like when people complain. Uh, what was casual saying? Sorry. I would recommend watching that guy who was in that thing for all the actors are.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, they had a movie called Free Guy, so I mean, you're pretty much there.
we use that guy all the time because we watch so many B movies,
Yeah, you
yeah.
do. Public B movie, public domain movies, just what they're
Yes.
for.
What is that? I'm asking. I'm sorry. I'm talking to casual gaming. What is that guy on? Is that a YouTube show or is that a network show? Because that sounds awesome.
Actors who are in everything. I think he's talking about the for actors who are in everything, recognizable faces, but not their names. Yeah, I think he's just trying
Just
being sarcastic.
recommending that guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
I
he's
thought he
being.
was. I thought he was talking about a show. Sorry. Anyways.
No, he was. I think he's just being sarcastic, but that's just my interpretation. Like a dance. It is a movie. Okay, well, never
Oh,
mind
okay.
then.
I'm gonna
Um,
write that down.
it's called that guy who was in that thing. There you go.
Cool. Thank you.
Um, but yeah, it's always funny when, but again, they're not wrong because that's what the movie is called. Is what he's saying. Okay, all right. I didn't know that. Thank you for clearing that up. But I mean, it's not wrong because again, you know, you want to talk about Rumble, and people are just like, well, I'd like to go there, but their app just doesn't work, or this or that is just off, and then they go back to YouTube because it's just
It's the convenience. It's
it's
not because YouTube is some great company. It's a freaking nightmare, but, yeah, it's a convenience until Rumble gets their stuff smoothed out. Um, I don't have to refresh my page on YouTube every 5 minutes. You know the deal. We don't have to
yeah.
go there.
Your yes, your deal is a very well. Again, it's very true. All right, you've been here long enough, and I remember when things were going to a hot boil for you. But it wasn't wrong in the sense that what you were feeling and what you were experiencing, because a lot of people were feeling and experiencing that too. And for me, I'm here. I mean, I do my thing where like you were before, where I'm not here to be hype man. I'm not here to be like, oh, let's just work together and we'll get over. No, 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 no. You don't understand. This is the alternative from YouTube or the and yet it's self written reality being the sort of skews the tech side. And sure, not enough money, not enough people. That's not the point. The point is they want to compete and they can't. Or they
No,
don't.
you can be the under. You can play that card, but you can't at the same time that you're ignoring advice and technical help
Yeah.
from people that Rumble. You seem to have a attitude about that.
Oh, believe me, I know they have a weird attitude. Some of the has a issue problem, and they really don't know how to communicate. I mean, not all of them, but some of them, because did it before, but never was blocked me. It's like
Oh
I've
yeah, you
already,
told me.
I've already, man, just times with just a post, and it's like he has a personality issue, and it does show. If you're nice to you, you bring some that's your support, because these have our operations and under his ordeal, like what's going on with your stuff, and at times I don't know what's going on with my stuff. I don't even.
If you're pointing in their design or pointing out ad, that is helpful criticism.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily, uh, browsing them about it. You're like, it's like a while ago, I was in a Trader Joe's
Ooh,
and I went. I had a bathroom before I started shopping, so I went
right.
back there, and the bathroom was like someone had a dinner. I just polite back to the little manager box that they have towards the front, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm not complaining or anything." The men, and they were very of like I wasn't throwing cans at them or anything about it. I wasn't like personally, stuff like that. And so
Yeah.
it makes it better one if you can just highlight they could do better or something looked and as Rumble doesn't appreciate it very much.
No, it has it it has of it like back in the defense mode. Not
Yeah,
again all its but like the is that see makes time saying, "Oh, Twitch is doing this thing, and we already got this. We're better than them." Or YouTube is doing this thing, but we're better than them. And I'm like, you say there are people suffering under money on your platform. They're still suffering under tech issues on the platform. Sure, you're up and coming, but it's only gonna last so long. I mean,
it's been years, hasn't it?
they started 2013, so it's years, but they didn't get the until like they went, which was 2019.
Didn't even know they'd gone public already.
In the uh, public meetings since 2020 or 20, I and it's gone up a few times. I don't pay attention well enough to it, but even to people who are investing, it's like I just don't see the there. Uh,
Well, I'm a lot. I don't have any, but I'm a lot less invested in a company that isn't open to suggestions or you know.
and do a healing do it's called politics. It's called politics. They are embracing a niche crowd and it's called politics, but they want to be a platform
Yeah.
for everyone. That's the thing is like they want to be a place that everyone can come to, but they can't be enough there. They're not global in the sense of like what country. Well, even Twitch is not fully global because they did shut down their point of connection to South Korea. Because I think it was like it's too expensive to from there. Be
Hmm.
working, so they shut that. Even then, Rumble still has to fight against like Brazil and stuff. So that's sustainability, but it's really global since we consider YouTube global.
But,
It still has some places that don't allow it. So there's
well, Twitch is a whole other set of problems. I mean, To the best of my knowledge, Twitch has still never made $1 in profit.
Well, I mean, at a certain point, I mean, it's owned by Amazon, but I think at a certain point, it's just Amazon's. Um,
Pet project.
it um Google with YouTube, um, it's their data mining every. It's
Yeah.
basically what I'm. Amazon has their own AI, but Gina. But again, I do believe they do use data mining. YouTube is used for data mining. I mean, you
In this,
upload
this market, you not one is doing. Yeah.
and TikTok as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I
Um,
mean, that's just the reality that we live.
right wing politics on their niches. Yeah, and that's the issue. Can't you can perplexity will be a solution only solution. They get that front of the house part taken care. It's really going to deter a lot more people than bring people in. I will say there is an extension coming from Urban with an extension where you can not see politics and stuff anymore. It's not on a detailish basis, but it's a general basis of like block politics, not see politics, or what. But um, but yeah, I don't know. It's still in review. But yeah, it's something that people should be doing. It's having third parties. That's another thing with the. It's like it's just outsourcing what they should already have on their platform.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out here in the studio.
Yeah, you can't get out to from Rumble. Studio. You have to do it from a place up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gotta do it for that fancy.
Gotta do it
Okay.
for something.
Hello, Gina. Anyway, it is wonderful to see you again.
She's using two names. She's using two different names.
Sock puppet. Ah, color somebody.
It's no people. Again, my it's like I want to see the email. I'm not gonna sit here and just ignore the people that are like I have, because it seems people who do that and I don't appreciate. I don't accept it, and that's why I do Rebel School, because now I have something to show for it. The people who talk about it or just do roundtables or just do X spaces. They don't, though, or they don't have a show after the fact. No, 3 to 4 hour to see what was when I can do. It takes 15-20 minutes and like done.
Yeah, sadly, that's most people these days. Yeah.
They put in the don't put in the say they put it somewhere. It's like whatever. I just hear thing and have what I say on a transparent level rather than be like anecdotal, because it seems like almost everyone's stuff is anecdotal. I'm just like no.
You've gone the step. You've documented and you've got actual data. So,
Yeah, and then like Birdhouse Blue says, Rumble search at best. You have to type. Even then, you can type it exactly as, and sometimes you won't find that person.
yeah, there's poor discovery on Rumble. Not nearly as bad as Edge, but yeah, I don't ever browse on Rumble because I find the homepage or just so overwhelming and vaguely offensive to my eyeballs. It's just like,
Hold on. You want to talk about offensive? Didn't you do that movie where there were partially naked women there? Come on, man.
oh, the naughty stewardesses.
Yes, yeah.
We over censored that.
Uh,
We started using the mosaics and stuff and the black bars to comic effect. To I spent a lot of time editing that movie so that it would just be over the top with the censorship, and we still got dinged like a week later. There are no boobs in our version of that movie. There's no nudity.
mm.
There are some implied things, but I've certainly seen worse on YouTube. You know how many breastfeeding videos I've been recommended on YouTube?
Oh,
Like
I have no
Uh,
doubt because it's just an easy way of getting around. It has to
yeah,
be educational, like naked yoga.
uh-huh.
Like naked yoga it has to be
Sure.
educational.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what they had in mind when they made that nude yoga video.
Why
Look it
is
out
that
for everyone's health.
why is that lady on a ball? Oh.
Oh, imagine another ball, and there you are.
2 balls, 1 girl.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But they're monetized, but I can't get monetized.
Yeah, you oh, oh, man, you are like that one person that's just got someone with a button and just like, oh, it just
Oh,
says
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
no, I can't go outside without getting a copyright strike, and this is all public domain stuff.
Yeah,
We
well, I mean, yeah, that is true. It is all public domain, but even then, back in the day, on Rumble, you kind of got that too, but they lightened up on that a bit.
Yeah,
Um,
they have loosened up.
oh my gosh, I can remember that too because I was like, because there's a whole bunch of people back in the day who were like on it, and now they're not on it anymore, for obvious reasons. Um, and then I saw your thing about DMCA, and I was like, oh, what's this about? And I think that's the point of contact with you guys was through that point of that because it's ages and ages ago.
Yeah,
But
a
now
couple
glad
years back. We just, we've kind of accepted at this point, we lean very heavily on third-party donations from Ko-fi and, PayPal and so
mm,
on, Patreon.
Patreon.
We just sort of leaned into it. We realized that we're never gonna be able to sit at the grown-up table. So, we just try and do a good show. We have a loyal audience and, try to have fun with it, and, our audience has been really generous. It's tricky because I don't wanna give YouTube 40% of our, super
Yeah,
chats or whatever it is,
30%.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, you have to convince people to click over 3 or 4 times and do something else on a different website
Mm,
while we're live. So it's there's you gotta find a nice little middle point, and, I
mm,
can't say enough good things about our followers and our audience. When YouTube shuts off our live stream or whatever for some sort of perceived territory issue or copyright violation, which usually means, you know, somebody has the rights to, showing this movie in Guam or the Falkland Islands, but nowhere else in the world. There's a different set of standards for live streaming where it's like if there's um, any technicality, they'll just shut your stream right off on YouTube, and then we get people that will follow us over to Rumble that may not use Rumble as their first choice for
mm,
video. So in that sense, we've been very fortunate. So we're trying to stay positive. It's a grind. It's
yeah.
really frustrating sometimes. Uh,
Yeah.
That's why I'm not allowed to use the Twitter account anymore. Babs has changed the password on me. I'm just
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Oh man, that'd have been
I had
awful
a
too.
couple of tantrums, I admit it.
But there was I mean, at least for the ones I saw, there was some truth to it, and I'm
Yeah, I'm
just
not making this shit up. We've been denied money at every turn on every platform.
mm,
I started doing the, paperwork or whatever for the first level Twitch monetization,
mm,
which is basically uh, okay, Twitch is going to hold on to your money until you reach level 2. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, well, if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. And I'm halfway through filling all this crap out, like
yeah,
an hour into it.
mm,
And then Twitch's code bot or whatever tells me that my social security number is not my social security number and just stonewalled me. Like, I'm
interesting.
pretty sure what my social security number is. I've had it all my life.
Yeah, yeah, because
And there's
that's
no one to talk to. I've never gotten any response to my support ticket at Twitch.
jeez, ow, man, that sucks in itself.
Yeah,
Um,
it's frustrating, man.
yeah, and I mean, and you talk about Patreon, man. Good lord, hopefully nothing happens with that because there are stories with that too. Unfortunately, but I mean, being able to use Ko-fi and PayPal. I mean, hopefully that has been helpful. But It really it's really one of those things where I really would wish that some platform would get their act together, and unfortunately, it feels like they're all just pretty much going about the same way. Uh, one
Yeah,
some just claim different things. So
yeah, it seems to be a very regular pattern. I start to get excited about some company, and then they start acting like a company, and then
it's
you know,
true.
it all rolls downhill. I've heard a lot of things around the edges about Patreon.
Hmm.
Um, I don't. That's not a big chunk of our money. It's maybe $10 or $20 a month from people who just have running subscriptions.
Nice.
Um, it's okay, yeah. But really, most of it comes from Rumble rants and Ko-fi. I can't say enough good things about Ko-fi, and if I do, they'll probably do something terrible to me tomorrow morning.
I love your Ko-fi. Please don't hurt me, please.
Yeah, not you too. Oh God. Ko-fi
Please.
is wonderful if anyone needs fundraising donations. They will give you 100% of your donations. It is a voluntary choice
Mm,
to donate 3% back to the company, which means we get 97% of our donations on Ko-fi in pocket.
nice. Wow, that's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
I know Ko-fi existed, but I didn't know that that was the stasis of what you get back.
So
Um,
far, they've been really great and a minimal amount of hassle. They accept all forms of payment from the donators, and fingers crossed that they don't take a crap on our dinner plate like everyone else has.
well, one day you're just gonna end up having to accept crypto, and hopefully that will be enough.
And I lost my ass on Bitcoin. So not everything, but man, did I take a beating about 4 years ago on Bitcoin.
What? What?
Oh,
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
got in at the wrong time. I got in the wrong time. That's all. Was my bad. I don't blame anyone else for that. But
I'm just
um,
meant.
I had some extra money saved up, and I had studied, what I consider a lot about Bitcoin and crypto at that
Mm.
point. Tried to educate myself, and then just got in at the wrong moment when the price was a little high, but the curve was going up. And then a few months after that, I actually needed that cash. And when I had to,
Ugh,
unfortunately, pull it out, I took like 20%, 30% loss on it. Yeah.
wow.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, I've invested in some of the crypto stuff too. Not very much because it's not really. Um, crypto is crypto is just a new fiat in digital form, and it while it may has the fancy stuff like blockchain and whatnot, the issue of it is that it's useless when the power goes out.
Yes, correct. And yeah, believe me, I get that. I just want to take 1 second to address dual helix. I'm sorry I don't have a Rumble window open,
Mm,
but it's co-fi
yeah,
.com or whatever.
yeah.
It's a play on coffee because their whole gimmick when they started out was, "Hey, you can buy us a coffee over on coffee," but I always say Ko-fi because it's
Go fine. Yeah, I mean it has that hyphen in between it, so why not, right?
yeah. But that was their whole thing, which is cute. It was charming. Like you can just buy me a coffee, you know what I mean? If you like my video or whatever. They've been very cool and very easy to use. So
Mhm.
fingers crossed.
There we go. Yeah, because I mean you've already been crapped on enough, and I think that's as far as
Thanks.
things go.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's just had one trouble after another, but we're still doing the show because it makes us happy, and again, we have a wonderful audience. All of
Yeah.
our fans show up every week religiously. It's kind of creepy that someone wants to watch us make fun of bad movies for 5 hours every Friday night. It's a long show.
Yeah, I think the longest I've gone is like 5, but that was mostly because I had a guest. I was doing a pay it forward stream, and then we had a guest coming in later at the night because it was they were halfway across the world, so it was kind of like waiting that time. But yeah, I don't think I'll go that long as much unless
It's
uh,
exhausting.
yeah. Well, not like that. It's like sure you have gamers and stuff, but it's like, dude, you just sat down for 8 hours playing a game. And do you not know what that does to you, more or less? Like, sitting in a chair for 5 to 6 hours is enough, but, like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, 'cause and when you're streaming, you don't get up very often to take a break or stretch your legs or whatever.
yeah,
Because every minute you're not on stream, or camera or whatever, you're losing people.
mm.
So, it's exhausting, man. It's a lot of work.
Well, even then, it's like, again, one of the things that does well on YouTube is the edited video content, and at that point, you really don't need to be live, and that's an issue with Rumbles. Like, can't you can't really get much discovery on your um, edited video content, and that's sort of been another that other issue too, because
It's hard
with
to break through with it, yeah.
because with that, I mean, you don't have to worry about being live. You can just the video, they'll they'll oh, look at that. Hey, how you doing, Babs?
Hey,
Um,
Babs.
they can just, whatever it is, because I've seen people do like a 2-hour edited video, all right, of a game or whatever. But they
Sure.
do but they do that and they put it on there and it's all good to go. It may get recommended, you may see it or may not if you follow the person. But I mean with
Or it might just disappear into the void, and you've spent not only the time gaming, but all of the time editing, which could be days and weeks to do, like, a really nice professional edit on something.
which is how I think oh, oh, she's under the 8. She came over here. Thank you. Which is where I think, like, as that sort of thing, I think that may be a reason why people see live streaming as more as a future than anything else, because editing takes a while. You can take a 5-hour stream and it turns into a 15-hour work point, and then you're making shorts from
Easily,
it.
easily.
So,
Thumbnails and then promotion and everything else. Yeah, it's a lot of work. We have 2 recorded episodes in the can that, I don't even know how long it's been, that because I just have not gotten around to finishing the editing on them.
mm,
It's
yeah,
a lot of work. So
and
I really admire people that do long form videos very much. Like, that's sort of what I would aspire to be doing if I had the energy and enough hours in the day.
yeah.
But you look at somebody like, Mauler or Little Platoon or some other people on YouTube, they put out 4, 5, 6, 12-hour edited content, and it is mind-blowing to me. Not only that you could put in that much work in the editing, but
Mm,
that you could keep track of your script for that long, or, like, just to go through the entire video and check for glitches. You
mm.
can't do that on double speed. You have to do it in real time, frame by frame. So imagine spending 12 hours in one day just looking for a bad edit on your
Mm.
final, your final cut of a video that long. It's exhausting just to think about.
I'm already starting to fall asleep because of it.
I have that effect on people.
No, not you.
Oh, stop it.
But no, that is the thing. Is like, because of the longitude of how long it takes and stuff. I do kind of think, um, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, with those people you talked about, Little Platoon or Mall or whatever. I think, I'm not sure, but I think, like, the content creation is their main thing, so they're gonna put all that time and energy to get that stuff out of it, because it's just, what else are you relying on to pay for your bills, because that's pretty much it.
Well,
Um,
and once they become successful and once they switch to full time essays or YouTube or whatever you want to call it,
mm,
um, all of them have editors. All of them have assistants. They're paid editors and so on, but it's a massive sort of project just to look at in the face before you start. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna
mm.
do 6 hours on the Marvels. Whoo, somebody help me. It's just daunting, man. I don't want to spend that much time with a Marvel movie. I just don't.
No, no, I wouldn't either, but, I
I'll
mean,
spend that much time on a Bela Lugosi movie, but it's
there
not
you
for
go.
me to cover Star Wars and Marvel. It's just I can't. I can't do it.
Yeah, especially of how it's gone about it, but yeah, that's such an interesting thing, right? Like, once you get big enough, hire some editors and stuff, which is understandable,
Mhm.
but it's it's like this weird thing. Is like, you're no longer, you're more. business maker than content creator. You're creating
Yes,
content, but you're more business maker.
you
And
become a producer
yeah,
of
and
your
like
own work. Yeah.
Ye well, I was kind of told that to me by someone else, like, the all the stuff we do, that's what a producer would do." It's like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah. Yeah. But when you're small and you're starting out, you're doing it all by yourself. And I don't want to discourage anyone, but it's like this is the worst time to start, because there's so much content on every platform. There's so much. And to stand out, you've got to grind. You have got to do something different and you've got to work every second of your waking day to get it noticed. And even then, you're rolling dice. It's not a guarantee.
Well, yeah, because you have so many platforms out there and so many different ways. Well, obviously, you have many different platforms, but you have, like, a top 10 of platforms that are known by name, and yes, it is a grind, but I think the issue lies in with one, what defines success for you, and two, like, how mad are you willing to drive yourself in order to obtain it? Because again, you have a lot of people who do like, oh, I want to be an influencer, I want to be an influencer, because I work a full, not have to work a full time job. When you become that job, right? It's a funny thing because content creator really is more giving more of your time, right? Like you say, go to a regular 9 to 5 job, right? Well, now you're going from a 9 to 5 job to a 10 to 15 hour job.
Well, I mean, working for yourself is like that. And I think Dual Helix is pointing out that the streaming is basically it's always been loading. That's true, but it's never been worse. I mean, I had my own business in the 90s,
Oh,
from about 91 to 99, and I
nice.
was very lucky. My timing was very good, and
Mm,
I never stopped working
mm,
ever. Every waking moment was working on that thing, and that was my life. I didn't have a television in the 90s
wow.
because there was no time to sit and watch.
Mm,
Everything was spent in my storefront, and we did really well. For a lot of reasons, I had to shut it down, but
mm,
it is your whole life. It is your whole waking life when you have a business, and you have to treat your channel the same way. You can't, and unless you don't care about how your audience or how much money you make or whatever. If you're just doing it for fun, do not listen to what I'm saying.
yeah.
Just do your thing and relax
Mm,
and enjoy it because that's the best way to actually get your foot in the door for success. If you're just having a good time, have a good time. Don't pressure yourself. But if
mm,
you're doing it as a business decision or sometimes you have to do it for financial reasons, then you will be doing that every waking moment, and
mm,
you should never stop thinking about it. And y- the best thing that I've seen, and I don't know, we've had a channel for like 5 years.
mm,
Networking is king, just like in the real world.
mm,
You've got to hang out and befriend other people who you like and whose channels that you enjoy, and then you might spend a month or a year in their chat, hanging out, sending them messages, commenting on their videos. And then, somebody might ask you to come on. Somebody more successful than you might ask you to come on. And you got to push those links out. You got to network and everything like that. And,
mm,
you know, it's nonstop. And hopefully you get a little lucky. Hopefully. We're in a
so
nice place, but yeah, we
oh,
could definitely use more money.
so what you're saying is I'm successful?
Yes. The day that Dara asked me on DaraChat, I was like, "Wake up, babe! Our ship has come in. We have arrived." I'm just kidding.
Honey, the Titanic's coming. It's all okay. It's all okay.
I got us third class tickets on the Titanic. We're
Yes,
made.
we made it. Why is there a hole inside the ship? Ah, son of a bit.
Well, that goes
Um,
no. I mean, all kidding aside, that goes back to what I was just saying, which is, um, sometimes it's nice to just do it for fun, and it's nice to come on and just have a friendly chat with you and you know, um, someone that doesn't have an agenda, and I don't have to talk about Star Wars or
I don't have to. I don't have to talk. And the funny thing with mine is like, I mean, again, I mean, you guys have your own thing, and obviously you've come across people who have their own thing. But for me, I'm free. This is
Right.
the funniest thing is like you talk about Mauler and Platoon and all this stuff, and if they enjoy doing their thing, that's great. That means that they enjoy what they do and all this stuff. But they're topic centered, whatever. I'm
They're
free.
right, they're very pop culture centered, which is a
Yeah,
a trap that I would never wanna be in.
yeah. I
Um,
can.
I couldn't do it for their money. I could not feign enthusiasm.
The real no, the real question is, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
A lot, man. A
Miss
lot.
Mr. Adam, we are gonna have you stick this Klondike bar up your butt. You have to keep it there until it's all melted.
We
Oh, son.
need you to carry this Klondike bar across the finish line without using your hands. Okay, where do I sign? That's where I
Oh,
was with the Rumble heads. I was like, yeah, man, I'll sell gold-plated left nostril Trump inhalers or whatever the hell it is. Like,
yeah,
I need the income, but there are some things as a creative person, and I'm 55. People
oh,
probably don't know, so I'm getting on. But
you sound
my
40.
my whole life, um, I have not been able to apply myself to things that I don't care about.
Yeah,
And I've supported myself most of my life as a working artist, and I'm very fortunate.
yeah,
Um, but I can't fake enthusiasm. I
yeah,
can't just do reaction videos to the latest teaser trailer or, whatever the hell it is. I cannot sit and comb through one of Hassan's live streams just to make fun at him. I'm not willing to do that because I wouldn't be any good at it. So that's why we started something a little different. Babs and I both love old bad movies, and we love good movies too. But you know, before we even met each other, we were both spending our Friday nights or Saturday afternoons watching, Godzilla movies or whatever on
nice.
cable. So it was a no brainer for us.
Yeah, and no, it's. I mean, it's you've been doing it and it's worked out pretty well. But going back to that sort of thing of like you know why do you do this, because you're right in the sense if you're doing this for fun, just stick with that and go from there. But if you're going to treat it like a
Yeah,
business, feedback, which is the truth, there's a truth to that. Like if you're going to do this, you're going to do this for full time, all this stuff, then you need to treat it like a full time. But for me, it's just like it's a trap.
yeah, yeah. I mean, in real life too. I can't emphasize that enough. If you don't like hamburgers, do not open a Burger King franchise. You're gonna hate yourself sooner than later, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, if you're really not into hamburgers, don't do that,
Yep.
If you're really into miniature golf, see if you can open up a mini golf. I mean, you should definitely follow things that you enjoy, but
Yeah.
you have to be careful that, especially if you're working for other people to get started, but, like,
Mhm.
I had the chance to go to, culinary school when I was young,
Oh.
and I turned it down
Oh.
because I love cooking. I did
Nice.
not want that to become my job. I
Right.
I did not want to start to get burnout and hate cooking.
Yeah.
And now 40 years later, I still love to cook. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, I mean, even if you just took the school and didn't do like any of the business, culinary stuff, there's still a lot of tools to learn from that. I mean,
Oh, sure,
obviously,
sure.
yeah, obviously there'd be like burnout and like because they would work you to death or whatever.
It's
But
it's a high stress job. Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, if it was just the learning part of it, right? You're learning all these different styles, French cuisine and all this stuff, or different cut, ways to cut, cook, broil, all that stuff.
Sure.
I
Sure.
think I think that has its importance because then you could just take that home and do with whatever with it because it's like just a skill thing, right? You're
Sure.
you're you're tacking on these skills and I don't know if they do. I don't know if like if you finish culinary school, they're like, no, you have to go to do this or this. But it's just for me, it's just like if you have the opportunity to kind of learn more within the field, but you don't want to take it to the full length of it, like working for a business, whatever. I think that's still an opportunity worth having
Well,
because
people say it, it is a very popular thing among film enthusiasts and film students
Mhm.
nowadays, especially. It's don't go to film school.
Yeah.
When I would say don't go to culinary school. Just cook. Just
Mhm.
make movies.
Mhm.
Just take the tuition. Just take that money. If you're a certain sort of person, if
Mhm.
you're not good about managing yourself and whatever and applying yourself, maybe it's not for you. But
Mhm.
just make a movie, and
Mhm.
it'll be crap. Just make a 5-course dinner, when you're 19, and it'll be crap. Your friends
Mhm.
will eat it anyways, and smile at you, especially if you serve some wine.
No,
But,
that's true.
yeah, but just get your hands in there,
Yeah.
That's the one thing that's been true in my life so far. Just get your
Yeah.
hands in there and don't be afraid, and that's the jump to starting a video channel. I mean, I was terrified at first. I'm like, "Oh, it's gonna be awful. Oh,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be terrible."
Yeah.
Um, but that will be your first one of 200 videos that you make,
Mhm.
and by the time you get to that 200th meal that you've cooked or 200th video that you've made, you'll be a lot better. You just have to get over the hump and get in there.
Yeah.
Same with film, same with painting, same with anything else that's vaguely creative, I think.
Yeah. Well, and there's a point too. Is like if something's not working out for you, you have two options of finding something else that does, or you, like you said, you ride over the hump. And I think there's a duality to that because I think you can have that person who drives over the hump and really
Yeah.
become successful in it, or they move on to something else and they find success through that other thing. So there's a duality to that kind of statement right there. Like you could go over the hump on this certain thing, but you
Yeah,
don't.
and never underestimate the power of networking, and I don't mean that like in a Wall Street sense, I just mean that meeting other people on the
Yeah,
ground level and you never know where it's gonna take you, and I've
yeah,
I've heard so many stories from other people where, like, I didn't know I wanted to be a costume designer, I thought I wanted to be a director, you know what I mean? But
mm,
then they fall in love with something, they meet somebody, maybe it's totally out of their field, and like, "Hey, I need some help this weekend," and that becomes your career for 20 years, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Get out there and meet people, rub elbows, get down in the trenches, just make stuff, go do things. Obviously, you have to support yourself along the way, but
yeah,
you never know where it's gonna come from. You have
mm.
no idea. You'll just randomly meet some guy, and it will lead you on a great journey.
Thank you for that, by the way, that you are that random guy. No.
Aren't you glad you're here up with the B-roll on the top echelon of
Some days it feels like an A roll, some days it feels like a B roll, and
That's
some
right.
days it's just an F roll, but that's a different story altogether. But
I'll take a pecan roll right now. I'm not
hey,
picky. Yeah.
hey, I'll take a Swiss roll at this point. But
There
that's
you go.
that's a different taste. But no, I get it. Like for me, I don't think of it as networking because then that lends itself to like, oh, you're trying to do this thing. No, I'm connection is more of the word I'd rather use because um for what I do, there's so many people who are
Well, for you, it's the basis of DaraChat, and I love that, which is
mm,
which is why I'm happy to be here. Is just having a good spontaneous conversation. There's not enough of that going on. There's just not enough of it.
yeah, it's i- to 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 uh to explain it well enough. It's like yes, you do have creators who fight and other creator on and so forth because there is a trust again there's backroom drama that you guys don't see but I just dislike myself. But the point of the matter is that you have this sort of thing with creator and all that stuff, but for me it was like there's a lot of missed opportunity when you have basically, well, the English speaking world is what I'll put because I don't have another language to speak, and
Okay,
unfortunately my secondary language learning is not so good. Um but
mine neither.
yeah, it's the fact of that you have the potential of with your followers, with someone else's followers and all that stuff. You have the potential of thousands almost a thousand people because like for me, I've talked to people who are creators, who aren't creators, who are followers of another creator, and so forth, and they aren't creators. That's the vast pool.
Hmm.
Um, that's reachable, and and I feel like it's a missed opportunity by a bunch of content creators because you're giving, I mean, depending on what your stuff is about, you're giving an opportunity to someone who didn't think, one, they'd have that kind of opportunity, because some would see it as like a,
Sure.
what would you call that? Maybe a fame thing or something like that. I don't know if that would be.
Clout is what the kids call it.
Not everyone sees it like that, but we'll go with that for now because I don't have a
Yeah.
better word.
I don't know.
But it's just this fascination. Like, I have talked to people who didn't believe they had something interesting to say.
Mhm.
I've had discussions with people in DMs who wouldn't come on because they said that.
Mhm.
Um, and when I've invited people on who weren't sure but decided to say yes anyway, it's been some of the most fascinating in itself, because the people who don't believe they're interesting
Mhm.
are,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. I think everyone is at the core. They just
Yeah,
don't see themselves that way.
yeah.
Um, yeah, and that's kind of the trick to being a great, interviewer is listening. Not It's not about talking, it's about listening and then paying attention to what they're saying and following up on it. It's like, well, why did you decide to do that? And all of a sudden, there's this magnificent story that
Mhm,
pours out of somebody. You know what I mean? Like somebody's just a normal person, a normal Joe or Joanne or whatever you want. Um, yeah, I think everyone has had an interesting life. You just don't hear about it because it's
mhm.
not as flashy or
Yeah,
they're not as famous or whatever. But
yeah,
and you can learn a lot from anybody.
yeah.
Everybody's struggling. Everybody's trying to figure out everything,
Mhm.
trying to figure the world out. So, I applaud you, good sir.
Well, I don't consider myself an interviewer because that just seems too formal, for
Oh,
my
but you
taste.
know what I mean.
I no, I get it, but when
Semantics aside.
yeah, I know, but when people say that, it's like they're not against you, but when other people say it, it's sort of like this inference of like, "Oh, you're an interviewer." It's like, you could see it that way. I could see where you see it that way, but I do not see it that way because
I don't mean like in a classic talk show sense. I don't think of you as Dick Cavett, I mean, no offense,
oh,
but
well, well, that he did get some of the views on, but no, it's more of just like
having
this.
a conversation.
Yeah, it's Craig Ferguson.
Mhm.
That's what I would point to, is Craig Ferguson, because he you would if nobody knew who he was, you can always go to YouTube. You can always find any of his clips, mostly just of him flirting with women. But we'll past that point.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I'm a lot of pretty women too, even if they're married. But that's a different story. The point of the matter, though, is that he was someone who, even if you were a celebrity, which most of them all were, which I'm trying to do that beyond the sphere of one section or the other. You could just sit down and have a conversation about whatever, whether it be the philosophical or whatnot, because everyone was a bit different in how they viewed things perspective wise. But there were questions asked, right? You could, if you saw an interview as questions asked, then that's
Right.
understandable. But he asked questions, but they also asked him questions too, and there was this sort of well, not forte, but there was this sort of back and forth
Well,
camaraderie and all this other.
there's no hierarchy, I think, with him. It's not like
No,
he's not talking down to anyone.
mm-mm,
He's listening.
yeah,
I mean, there you
and
go.
having fun with that.
Yeah, and he's just as happy to answer, a guest's question. All of that facade is taken away where, the traditional show where it's like, I have an index card full of questions and you're going to answer them. You know what I mean? We live in very casual times now.
Yeah.
The stuff that was, flying 30 years ago ain't flying anymore.
Yeah, I think some people, like, I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen some of the old clips of like Johnny Carson and stuff, and I'm not too sure about if that was.
He was fantastic.
Yeah, I can believe it because I've seen some, like, Robin Williams was on a few times. He had Rodney Dangerfield. He had a bunch of people, but he did have some people on who weren't celebrities.
Yeah, yeah.
It- yeah, I've only seen like maybe one or two where that was the case, but he had people on who weren't celebrities, and that should be the point of having a conversation, is that it's not contained to one specific side, because I dislike that this thing of just having a conversation with people. Now, obviously, I've made a boundary line of like no bad actors, right? There have been I've dealt with maybe one or two, but that's been about it. But I'm not interested in actors. I'm not interested in people who are using a place of frame to take people down or whatever because it's pointless. It's endeavorless. There is no value within that vapid space of of putridness that these people throw out there.
I am not interested in shock jocks. I'm not interested in people that are controversial for the sake of being
Yeah.
controversial or
Yeah.
loud about certain things,
Yeah.
who are just trying to get attention.
Yeah.
We are actually pretty particular about the guests that we have on our show. We're
Mhm.
looking for someone who is, well, A, funny, but also easy to get along with. I mean, it's a 5-hour show. You're going to spend
Yeah.
some time with this person. And if they're trying to outstage or steal the spotlight or just go on a rant about something political, which we don't do,
Yeah.
anything like that, we're looking for lack of a better term, team players.
Mhm.
We riff on top of old movies. So you have to give space for what's happening in the film, the dialogue
Mhm.
in the film, the audience has to be able to hear it. And
Yeah.
then we have 4 or 5 panelists every show, and everyone has to give each other time to make a joke.
Yeah.
It takes a certain sense that not everybody has.
Yeah.
Um, so, there's no room for showboating. There's no room for like, I am the most important person on the microphone. It doesn't work. It doesn't go well.
Right.
So, yeah,
I can't.
everyone gets a chance to talk.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Is like with big panels, is like I again, I've told those people too. Is like I didn't. I have enough examples to know that big panels aren't that great. I mean, there's some people who do it well, maybe a few here and there, but
Yeah,
like for me, it's like you usually have these people come on these big panels, and just as using like a frame of reference, like FNT, right?
yeah, that's a
Some
perfect example. Yeah,
sometimes you'd have a guest on that very few times they other than their inner circle friend thing that could be catch up or whatever or whatnot, but you'd also have this guest too that'd be like smack dab in the middle, and majority of the time I hate oh come on, they did don't tell me they did an update. Are you serious? Stupid Rumble, gosh dang it. I'll have
more
to
updates.
I'm gonna hold on, I'm gonna have to refresh. We'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Well, this might be a good minute for me to run to the bathroom,
Yeah,
being a 55-year-old man. So I don't
the
want to
bathroom.
hang you up, but I'll be back in 2 shakes.
All right, be back in 2 shakes. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. But yeah, they when Rumble does an update for Rumble Studio, it just stops allowing you to do things. I dislike it to the hill. So whatever. Where was I? Well, he's going to the restroom. Intermission. Yes, intermission. Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Frau. I am here to talk to you about certain things in the world. Yeah. If you like to know a bit more, you can press the number one button. Yeah. Or you can press the number two button, but that's mostly just for the duty. But anyway. Uh, but no, hey, Tommy, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, good sir. But I just like the um, I just dislike the spheres that again. There's the creator sphere, and then there are the spheres within the creator sphere. And at the beginning of this thing, when I started doing the conversational field stuff, I was like, I want to break them. I want to break all the spheres. I want to break all these little click things that people are in, because at the end of the day, they don't mean. I mean, community. I get not particular on wanting to call a platform or any group family because it's not true. Uh, at least from my end, some people may think that, but just giving you um, my opinion on. But
I am back. Sorry about that.
no, you're fine.
Hey, Tommy's in the chat.
Yes, Tommy, the man himself, the man who knows more about coding than Roy
Oh,
G. Biv.
or much of Rumble.
Yeah. Well, there have been a few others. Again, going back to the dev stuff, the WizKick is making that thing where you don't have to see certain sections of Rumble, and
Oh, I
um,
didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's not out yet. Vin Diesel could not approve. Well, that's a shame. But once it comes out, he'll win. Basically, he'll win because he's created something that people have been desperate for, and that is the ability to curate. Even though it's not on a granular level, like I don't want to see this video or I don't want to see this channel,
Oh,
to
just broad strokes would be so welcome.
give the people of Rumble the ability to curate what they see, you've won.
Oh yeah, please,
You've won
please,
because
and thank you.
it it doesn't make sense. I mean, it may in a business sense maybe make more sense for them. It does not make sense to not give people the tools to not see what they don't want to see. I've
Yeah,
had people who are parents that have come on here and said, "I don't want to see these booty shakers,
right.
all over my screen because you have those bikini ones, whatever."
Sure.
Why not give people those tools to curate what they want to see and have more people come to your platform because you allow it?
It only improves your experience of the platform if you have control over the content. Yeah.
Yes. Let
YouTube
me
doesn't understand that either.
Oh, really? I thought
Oh
they
no.
have this.
No,
Huh?
they have a multitude of participatory clicks. You can
Mm,
give a thumbs down on something, you
mhm,
could click on something and say I'm not interested,
mhm.
and it will give you a silly little choice of I've seen it before or I don't like it, but
Yeah.
those are not attached to anything behind the doors at YouTube.
Mm,
I have tested this out for years and years of watching YouTube.
mhm.
Um, it is purely a symbolic participation. They will
Interesting.
keep shoving at you whatever they want to shove at you,
Mm,
including people that you've unsubscribed from,
mm,
things that you've said dozens, if not hundreds of times that you were not interested in. If the algorithm thinks that it knows better than you, it will keep shoving those things in your face, and it is super frustrating.
yeah. Well,
I
I
like browsing, I really do, but
yeah,
I don't need a breastfeeding video in my life. I really don't. I don't need politics in my life.
yeah.
There are so many things I'm not interested in, and it over years of having the same account,
Mhm.
the algorithm does not care. It does not care.
Yes, but at least it can be said it gives more variety than what Rumble is willing to give at the moment. So,
Well, YouTube has more variety,
yeah.
and that
Mm,
was one of the things that we talked about, Babs and I, when we reactivated our Rumble account, which was, I'm happy to be that outlier, that one guy or channel in,
mhm,
off to the side that is showing old movies and talking about them and whatnot on a channel that the majority of which is about politics or
mhm.
anything like that. Because eventually people want to see something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Even if people don't go to Rumble for Bela Lugosi, you might see one of our videos and be like, you know what? Tired of talking about the president. Let's just watch a silly movie, honey. You know what I mean? And I'm happy to be in that position. That's
Same.
that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Same. Because I don't. I. I. There is a point of caring, obviously, because it does affect a lot of people. But there's a point of not caring because um basically people want to escape, but also it's just mind-numbingly dumb to not give people creator whatever to not to the ability to not see what they don't want to see. And it's it's a valuable tool. Give people the ability to curate what they want to see,
Mhm.
and you'll have more people come to the
It
platform.
it is a no-brainer.
Yeah,
I think
it's a no-brainer for us, but for them it
right.
feels like it's a mountain to move. It's like you
Here's
guys, yeah, go
here's
ahead.
my suspicion. Well, I wouldn't even call it a suspicion. I would call it a confirmed theory at this point.
Mhm,
That YouTube's recommendations operate on the same principle as any other social media platform,
mhm,
which is they want to get you emotionally engaged. And a lot of that, unfortunately, is based in negativity. If you look
yeah,
at Instagram or Facebook or something like that, they're going to repeatedly show you things that make you angry, that make
mhm,
you click, that make you give a thumbs down, because
mhm,
that's all just interaction to them. They don't care.
mhm,
You know what I mean? As long as you're still doom scrolling and you're like, I gotta find something I'm interested in, and next thing you know, 2 hours has gone by and you've watched like one post that you enjoyed. There's a reason they don't show you more of what you want.
Yeah.
It's to get your dander up, you know what I mean? And that keeps people engaged most of the time. And I think that's really horrible. I think it's really sad. But it seems like YouTube is operating under that same principle. The more I tell them I'm not interested in something, the more I see of it.
Yeah, and obviously they people make a majority of their money on YouTube from advertisers. So, but again, it's
Advertising and data mining.
they yeah. How do you think VO3 is so good? Because of YouTube.
Yeah. And yeah, the chat's making some excellent points here. You can't go to Rumble and and find a good tutorial, which is what YouTube used to be the best for. I learned how to sculpt concrete from YouTube. I had to build a mini golf one time, and I
Mm.
learned how to sculpt concrete from watching this nice old man in Oklahoma
Oh,
sculpting things in his garden and stuff, and he walked through all the steps and all that stuff. YouTube just be a gold mine of tutorials.
oh
How
yeah.
do I replace my memory card? How do I, grow tomatoes? How do I, whatever? And it's unfortunately that's just been given over to controversy and panels of 12 people screaming at each other and fighting for time and
Yeah.
pop culture teardowns and things like that.
More like pop culture terrorism at this point.
Well, yeah, yeah, I don't disagree.
He because he doesn't have his camera on or doesn't have a
I
placeholder. So
don't.
yeah,
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
yeah, you don't have your placeholder on. There we go. Look at him.
I am so sorry. I did
Oh, you're fine.
not realize. I did not realize. I got
There
my
you go.
OBS running. Hi
Yeah.
guys, it's me, Ghosty. I'm
Hi.
so sorry. That was my mistake.
Hey everyone, do you want some candy?
Honestly, Jeff, all this drama over a turkey leg. I'm so sorry, chat. That was 100% my fault.
Don't you want a popsicle?
See you next year.
You can't catch me.
I
uh,
apologize.
was it the greased up deaf guy in Family Guy? That's hilarious.
Mm,
Maybe next year, guys.
oh man.
Oh goodness. Even if it was there, pull some play about something like that. Yeah, again, if you give people the ability here, let me make it simple for them. Give people here's two things you can do. Give people the ability to curate what they want to see
Yep.
and give and do some form of algorithm that just suggests what's in the line of what they've watched and maybe give them a surprise once in a while, right? Like that's what YouTube is also good at is giving you surprise thing you didn't know was there and then you go down that road and you can see more of it like a creator or whatnot. Because
Yeah,
you want to
to a point.
yeah.
If I say I'm not interested in that random thing that popped up, take me at my word. I know
Mhm.
what I like.
Yeah.
Because if YouTube clicks on something like one of our former panelists, Jay Goodwin, he could not get rid of Turkish bowling on his recommendations. He has never watched Turkish bowling. He has never done American bowling. He
Yeah.
is not interested in bowling or Turks, but he could not get rid of it, no matter how many times he told YouTube he wasn't interested.
Wow.
So that algorithm will just keep shoving it in your face, and I really do think it's a form of emotional manipulation,
Yeah.
like every other social media site, and that's sad. They don't
Social
need that.
engineering, yeah.
Yeah, they don't need to be doing that, you know?
Yeah. Just give people the tools they need to be in that open free space and let the basic algorithm whatever suggest
Yeah,
whatever's with
the 2 hours that I'm doom scrolling, I'm not watching ads. I'm not giving likes, I'm not giving views, I'm not
yeah,
watching ads, and I'm not making anyone any money. So just show me what I wanna see.
yeah,
They've got enough data, for
yeah,
God's sakes, after my YouTube addiction of the past 5 years, to know what I wanna watch, you
yeah,
know? But
yeah,
I wake up some days and it's just nothing but things I hate, you know? It's awful.
absolutely. I have seen some of the well, they were mostly cow ones. I saw a cow
Oh,
one.
yeah, the horse hoof videos and the drain clearing videos.
Ugh,
Yeah, there was a drain clearing era and, power washing rugs and stuff
yeah.
like that,
Oh yeah,
and
cleaning
it
up.
just kept going and kept going and kept going. I'm like, "No, I don't wanna see livestock with tumors on their feet. I really it's not my jam." I don't want to see it.
Yeah, but that's how I think they Rumble could win more is just give people a way to curate, give them a basic algorithm that will suggest things to them within what they watch. Done. Two things. I just made your platform a little more successful, and you're welcome. And that was
Now
free.
think of the stampede of frustrated viewers like me,
Mm,
that would rush to a platform that embraced what my interests as opposed to telling me what I'm interested in.
yeah,
That alone is such a major selling point.
yeah,
It would be a huge relief as a viewer,
yeah,
as an audience.
yeah. It's basically here's the tools. Go enjoy. Then they
Yeah,
stand right out of your way unless there's some technical issue or coding issue, which can happen, right? I'm not gonna throw that
sure,
out the window.
sure.
But
Code is always evolving. That's
yeah,
fine. We know that.
but you give the people the tools they need, basic, the simple basic form, and then just get out of the way.
Yeah. Just let it happen. Let it roll. Also, get your playback to fucking work.
There must be monetary motivation for the psychology. Yeah, it's called money
It's engagement.
advertisers.
It's engagement farming.
Yeah.
After I get frustrated of a couple of hours of not being able to find something that I want to watch on YouTube,
Mm,
um, I'm going to be a lot more inclined to give a thumbs down on something that I settle for watching or get
mm,
angry and leave a shitty comment on someone's video. I mean, I'm just being honest. That's the mood that it puts you in. It's just like, yeah, fuck you. I'll show you. You know what I mean? Like, fuck your thumbnail. You know what I mean?
mm.
Like, you get frustrated, and I think that that's part of the design, just like Facebook or Instagram or anything else.
F you. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's
which is sad.
yeah, it is, but unfortunately, uh, platform keeps tripping over itself. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But anyway, it is a little past the top of the hour. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna I set aside some time for me and my guest to promote our stuff. So Mr. Adam, if you want to promote your things, the
Oh
floor is
gosh, I
yours.
sure do. But look at you, you've already got the links going on there.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we are at B-Roll Stage, letter B-Roll Stage on every platform. It's
Mm,
real easy on YouTube, Rumble, uh,
Twitch.
Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, Instagram, all of them, just all of them. It's just the at symbol, B-Roll Stage, all one word, and it's just that easy. Every Friday we do a live show where we get together with some good friends and relax and watch a bad old movie and make jokes about it. And we do little shorts. We show like old industrial films or educational 16 millimeter films. And then the end of the show, we do a little game. We'll play like What the Dub or something like that where the chat gets to participate and give funny answers about bad movies and things like that.
Nice.
So it's a very communal show. We spend a lot of time interacting with the chat. It's a very chat heavy show.
Mm.
If you guys say something interesting or make a good joke, we will put it on screen. I promise you. It's just a hangout. So that's B Sides is the show, and it's at B-Roll Stage is the channel. And we have a few other things. I played my way through LA Noir,
Oh.
which was a great time. I did that on Mondays. I'm going to go back to Monday gaming.
Mm.
I think I'm either going to play Cuphead or the what is it called, the Horrible Tower of Monsters or something like that. It's a game about making B movies,
Oh.
trying to stay on brand. And then Babs and I are developing a show which will be Rumble only, and it'll be on early Sundays. Early for us is 11 or 12 Pacific time.
Right.
We're night people. And we're going to do like a matinee show where we watch movies that unfortunately we were not allowed to show on YouTube because of some bizarre territory claim or something like that, or
Yeah.
stuff that got our live stream shut off.
Yeah.
And we're just going to have monsters and mimosas on the matinee. So
There you go.
hopefully that'll be rolling out soon, guys.
As he says with his suave voice, like, and soon. And next up on the stage is Kitty Litter. Yeah. But anyway, their links will be on both the Rumble side and YouTube side because it's streamed to both places.
Thank you
Um,
so
but
much.
but if you want to check them out, they're there. And of course, you can always go to their Twitter X, because I mean you can always find them there, and all that stuff. But yeah, you can just find them wherever. And if you would like to, if you like them and want to follow them, why not? Right? I don't tell people to go follow them like some other content creators do. I just say
No,
check them out and let the work speak for
this
itself.
isn't China. You don't have to do anything. Okay. But if it sounds interesting to you, yeah, give us a sub. If you don't like it, unsub. That's fine. But check us out. My wife is a riot, folks. I don't know if you can hear her laughing in the other room, but she's a
I
very
can.
funny lady with a great voice. And yeah, just come hang out with us tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
Yes.
Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, the B side show goes live. We usually run about 4 hours, and uh, we think it's hilarious. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, you'll just have to find out and see that if you want to see if it's hilarious or not. Because then you can type in chat, yeah, this was not funny, and then they'll say, okay, we'll see you later, I guess.
We take feedback of both kinds. It's fine.
There you go. Sometimes even the thumbs down can still be an engagement. But
That's an
wait, yeah. But anyway, the links down below, on both ends, and they'll be down there, always. So there you go for that. And of course, and a duel says he's x'd you, which sounds weird. He x'd you.
Oh, thank you, Dual Helix. Appreciate it.
When someone says they x'd you, I'm like, but I'm still alive. Um,
Speak for yourself. I've been haunting this place for years.
yeah. And then she told me I owed the rent money. Um, but anyway, from my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or YouTube side, doesn't matter which side you're on because I stream to both. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators want to be. I mean, again, always honesty here. Almost all creators want to be seen to some degree. If not, well, then they won't say it. Okay. But it also helps in having other people on, like Adam Gray, like
Thank
Miss Barb, like Jay Emperor, which I did have on, like so many of the people. Again, I've had on over 270 various guests,
That's
creator.
amazing, bro. That's
Well,
fantastic.
I try every day, and November's almost full too. But I'm trying to. I am taking a week off, the last week of November off because of Thanksgiving weekend, and I took
Oh, for sure.
vacation time. Yeah,
Give
well,
yourself
that's
a little break.
yeah. I turned in 3 vacation days to 8 days. So holla. Um,
Whoop whoop.
but yeah, because I don't rely on this for any financial means. Although I'm always appreciative. But yeah, every bit helps. And again, I talk to creators and people who aren't creators, and believe you and me, the conversation lies within the people, not your status or your followers or any of the metrics.
Agreed.
Because that's the only metric I really care about. It's like I got to talk to over 270 people. Oh, that's
Popularity is no indicator of quality, my friend.
That is
None.
true. Even I've gotten blocked by some of my previous guests. So hey, you know what?
Well
Life
done.
goes on. Yeah, no
There's more
conversation.
fish out there.
Hey, no conversation had, no reason given, just blocked. I'm like, I guess I don't know. You're still on the wall for all being on, so it's not
Wow.
disappearing anytime soon. So yeah. But anyway, any help with engagement factor on either end is much appreciated, and of course, the numbers are lying. Well, it just depends. But also on, this is my link right here. You can go there. Um, you'll find my Twitter X there. Um, you'll find my email there. You also find a link to Discord there, but it's mostly just for DMing because I do not have a server and I'm not interested because obviously I do have a full time job and I'm not gonna, whatever.
Right on.
But you can find my stuff there, and of course, doing a few things here and there. while I am part of Rumble's creative program, I only fulfill the minimum naturally, but I don't fulfill all that's needed to get paid. And to be honest, I don't care anymore. It fulfilled its fun time, and I'm done with the fun. Uh,
Well, I hope they iron that out because, yeah, there's been some speed bumps over there.
Yeah, I just don't after the whole 5 ad thing and how they went about it, I just don't care anymore. The whole premium streams thing was kind of pushing it, but I was able to persevere. But then after that, I'm like, yeah, you guys couldn't even communicate about the 5 ad thing. We're not leaving yet. We're not leaving yet. But after the 505 ad thing, I think I had my answer. Like, I don't think I'm continuing it. I can still stay in, you know, naturally because of just what they ask, like the chatters and the streaming through Rumble Studio. But beyond that point, I just don't care. I really don't.
Right
Uh,
on. I support your decision.
oh, well, thank you, Adam. You are a man of high standard and
And
medium,
lowball humor.
lowball humor and medium living. Medium living.
We're getting
Um,
by. We're getting by.
Sometimes it's all you can do in life. But anyway, I am part of Proton's partner program. And if
Right
any of
on.
you know what Proton
I
is,
have a Proton Mail account.
oh yeah, but this one is promoting their Proton Unlimited plan, which includes the whole suite of stuff like Proton Mail, Proton VPN, Proton Drive, and Proton Pass. They are all a mix of stuff. Proton Pass is their password manager. Proton Drive is like Google Drive, except your files of your files. So, say you wanted to upload a video, gotten through torrents, it is yours, and they do not look through it. Or Proton VPN. Now, Proton VPN and Proton Mail are free to use, but you get more out with the Proton Unlimited plan. So you need to go to that link, look at it, see what it's more about. Again, you do get a discount on the annual or yearly pay thing, but beyond that scope, it really is just promoting the benefits of rather than the money part. Because honestly, you hear the stories about like a business is getting hacked and passwords getting leaked and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Proton's really great about the privacy. Nothing's 100%. Nothing's ever going to be 100% on the internet, but they do a great job of it and all this stuff. But I mean, Adam, you use Proton Mail, right? So like, what is your experience been with using Proton Mail?
I originally signed up with Proton Mail when I got interested in crypto, and I found their security uh, the best on the web. Honestly, I'm not a partner with Proton, but I was very impressed with the level of security involved,
Mm,
and you know. You can never be sure, but it seems to me like that this company really does value privacy and security. So, they like you said, nothing is 100% on the internet.
yep.
Security is just a lot of conjecture and imagining what ifs, and
Mhm.
if they find a hole, they plug it. But I've had nothing but good experiences with Proton Mail.
So I mean, like, you have a free account, right? So,
Yes.
okay. So like with using Proton, like, what are some of the things you enjoy using about it? Like, because they have different things, but I don't know if you like notice them or just like you just use the mail for like whatever.
Yeah, it's an auxiliary. I'm for better or for worse, I'm based in Gmail,
Okay.
as
Yeah.
I have
Because
been since back in the day.
yeah.
But I always found it to be a pleasant experience. I think it was very smooth. I thought the interface was just fine. I didn't have any trouble finding stuff or whatever. I would be
Mhm.
interested in a Proton drive. I think that sounds very interesting if they're not skimming my files and things
Yeah.
like that. I have to share large files with people sometimes, you know, 4, 5, 6 gig movie files, and I'm not a huge fan of the Google Drive at all. I rarely
Yeah.
use it.
I will say this as in for someone who's used it like in Proton Drive, at least when I was the Proton Unlimited plan, when I had gotten it, um, they seemed like every year they would give, if you were still with them every year with that plan, you would get 10 free gigs for Proton Drive.
Nice.
And it's only if you stayed continuous going with it. Now again, I pay like $48 a year for
Mhm.
it. And I did this like ages and ages ago, but I do it like every year. And Proton Drive is great for what it is. You can do files; they're all encrypted. They really are all encrypted.
Mhm.
Um, but you the basically, and again, you can go to that link. They'll talk more about Proton Drive. Now, this is the inclusion of. I think to pass some areas, there's a link to Proton Drive, just that, but this includes the total. But again, it's on how much you want to spend, because if you're not going to spend like $48 or whatever for a year, it's understandable. But I
It's still
digress.
pretty reasonable.
Yeah, yeah. It's still just you just like window shopping. You look at it and
Sure.
give it a look and all that stuff. But that link gives you like 23% off on the annual part of it. I'm not sure like if that extends to every year or not, so don't take my word for it. But I'm just promoting a benefit. I don't really care about the money part. It's just I believe in what they're doing, and a lot of people want something they can trust in. And so as far as I know, they're not really someone who's like backstab you or whatever. At least I've not seen it. Some people have tried to set other things, but at the end of the day, they mean what they say about the privacy, and that's something worth promoting. So there you go for that. And of course, the last thing is this is sort of a misnomer, because the husband and wife who run this business samples, and I didn't really expect them. They offered as like, sure, I don't, but they did give me the ability. Um, so there's like called Biltong or Biltong USA. They sell this stuff called Tong. It's sort of like
Oh, I've
I don't know turkey not, but it's turkey. But they
yeah, preserved meat.
yeah.
Yeah, it's, what sorry, it's from Moroccan or something,
No,
Middle Eastern
South Africa.
tradition?
Hold on, paper. This is what you buy food from. You like an order Biltong. So this is a bit of a bit, but just uh, in, in, indigenous in South Africa, such as the
Indigenous.
and
Just Indians.
yeah, such as the koi, preserved by slicing the meat, curing each strip with salt, and then hanging the meat up to air dry. These nomads, uh, game migration plans, severe blah 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 blah. After European settlers, Dutch, German, and French arrived in South Africa in the 17th century, they needed to find a method to cure meat used after learning from the indigenous tribes. They proceeded the curing process, saltpeter, and various pepper, coriander, and clove have antimicrobial antimicrobial antimicrobial
Microbial.
microbial.
Yeah, so it's a South African thing, not a American thing. I once.
But they do more. They have foods from the UK. They have, I think they have some snacks from the South Africa as well. Um, I mean, they've done a lot of these things. I mean, they have to give me these samples or whatever, and they give me a code so you can save 10 on wholesale. But again, more than built on snacks, also, and it's really just doing. It's they made it. They're actually stationed in Texas.
Oh,
And, if you ever go visit, they're in Sunset, Texas, is what it says. Um, beyond that, um, I I just I think I asked for any of the poundage of meat they gave. I didn't ask for all of that. They just gave it to me, and on a sort of thing, made in America, right? Like, how many people do you hear talk about be made in America? They're made in America, and this is something it's a food item, sure, but it's made in America using South Africa sort of. So you can save 10% and wholesale. Go to the final checkout and probably say the code, which is DAR, 4-letter word. You can say, oh no. But yeah, take a look. It's right there. Mine too. Again, it's shopping. Only take time. Doesn't take any. And if you don't like anything they sell, that's okay. Guess what? Not a big deal. But yeah, they gave me that for more because I've had some of their products. Like if you want, um, there's one of their right here. It's called, and there's prices and stuff on. This says beef wagyu vinegar, 1% coriander, Celtic spices, natural flavor. So it's a lot more healthier than beef jerky, which is a lot of stuff.
Gotta be.
But anyway, that's my spiel. I'm done now with all that stuff. Um,
Keeps meat by bed. Confirmed.
I keep it in the fridge because I saw it is. I'm just gonna make a comparison to beef jerky because beef jerky is what American style, and it's a lot less healthier unless you do it like buy it from like someone who does like venison jerky or whatever. Because beef jerky is sold like from the it's so unhealthy with sugars and salts and all that stuff.
So much salt.
So much salt. I've never had tongs on. I may, but because they're busy with 2 new plays and all this stuff, really, really rather right now. Maybe sometimes towards the end, but it really is up to them. They'll come on. Are busy people. They're running the business, and
Well, I think that it's a wife. That's all business, folks. We got wiped out during the plague a few years ago. Support your independent business.
and again, they're stationed in Texas. So it's a little warmer there. Sodium nitrate. Well, it's like I felt Celtic. Celtic was one of them.
You know what that?
Some form of salt. I don't know, but I it was funny because I don't remember when they. I mean, I don't know. They stopped by once and like, oh well, this here is your address and stuff. He's like, but and to see, and they actually did, and I was like, okay.
I want to check out what other items they have. I don't eat much meat, but I would definitely be curious to see what other
Oh,
products.
you know what? You know what? Actually, you know what? A little journey to
What I've
life. Here we will bring this up, right? Um, but this is their front page. You go to that in the this is what you'll come to. This is their front page. So this is the showing the front and not the build stuff, but then you have the categories right down. So you got
wow.
biscuits, you got you
Look
got
at
canned packaged stuff. Most and this of it is UK, South Africa, cereal, condiments, paste, crisp, dessert,
that. I'm a very adventurous eater. We don't eat a lot of meat.
dried
I
fruit,
love flavors and spices.
warm drink,
Yeah.
and they have clearance aisle as well. Free meals, I don't know what that is, but gifts and bundles, jams and heads, merch, spices. You can buy spices from them. Toiletries. Now that's a new one. Up there and build along and all. So again, they offer a lot of different things. Like um, it's really cool. Meat is good. Meat is good. This is a lot better than regular beef jerky. So like, I'll show you some of the things I bought from them. So one, I think it was here. One of the things I did is I bought this can right here called Earn Brew.
Iron Brew. That's a legendary British thing. Yeah.
It's just
Supposedly like bubblegum.
it's orange soda is
Is
basically
it
what it is.
orange?
Yeah, orange soda. It's what it's can.
I'm that crap.
Yeah, I only drink it once, right? But I'm not like all the time. Also got for
Oh, with
and
cane yeah, soda. I can't syrup.
yeah,
Can't. It doesn't want to be body.
and some nice sort too. Let's go back and I'll show you thing I got. Where again? Not there. Where was that? Oh, here we go. Crisp and snacks. So I went to here,
My jam. I love snack food.
but this is the one I got water onion. In it. So good.
Yeah. Miss.
It's really so. What it is like a big, but it has little bag in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
That is Walker Monster Munch.
Yeah,
Our panelist Smilex sent that, and we
yeah.
good.
It's funny. They have a little store where they sell stuff in there. Yeah, and you can get a bunch of stuff. And then the one thing I also cookies. That's why I got cookies. I got their Brit little tin there.
Mhm.
See that I got because they do other stuff too. But again, I don't want to know that they're mostly long stuff. It's all the other stuff they offer that makes it a great variety to just kind of check out and whatnot. And obviously, I bought like a limited scale stuff, but at the end of the day, they do offer a lot more, and that's more important than just getting.
Yeah, I don't know what the shipping cost is, but a lot of these prices are cheaper than Amazon, at least for me, because we have these snacks. We like eating some exotic stuff once in a while.
Well, the,
So
the thing of it is they
uh,
have free shipping, but it's only if you go like
over a
$59.
certain
Yeah,
amount, sure.
over a
Well,
certain
that's
amount.
fair.
Yeah, but I mean, with
That's
again,
totally
you use my code thing, you get like 10% off the
right.
wholesale, and then there's that. But I mean, again, it's just window shop. Don't think about buying anything. Just see what they have, and then make up your own mind
And
if you
see
want any
if
of the
you get
meat stuff.
hungry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little hungry, but I'm not gonna buy
I'm
anything.
hungry now.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all and they sell and like this, they sell dried fruit right here. So if you want like dried apricots and whatnot, they sell that. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
I'm just happy to hear that it's a small business and a husband and wife team. That just warms my heart.
Yeah. And again, they're making their other than the stuff like the drinks and snack stuff, which yeah, probably are
Oh,
shipped
sure.
over.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
They make the biltong here in the US and why again, we hear time and time again where people want things made in America. This is
Sure.
made in America, using a South African sort of cooking thing, but it's made in
The
America. Why would
technique is yeah.
technique? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want that, right?
Yes.
So,
Uh,
but yeah, um, yeah, they're nice people. I haven't really, not any underhandedness, whatever. It's just I didn't expect to get anything out of the interaction. It's just
so,
I
oh,
they
biltong. Put a little meat in your mouth. There you go. Sorry, I didn't realize you were drinking.
I didn't drink
We
yet,
want
but I
to
was
put
like,
our meat in your mouth. Biltong.
oh man, Adam, come on, man. Kind of like the
Hey, hey, hey. Just trying to have fun here.
old mom and pop shop. Yeah, it is kind of like that. But again, they do have a shop down there where they do sell all that stuff in a store, which is really exciting. But yeah, it's
Support your small businesses, folks.
yeah,
Support the independence.
yeah. Even if it's not in your state or city, it's still in America, and that's the most important.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be local
Yeah.
geographically, but yeah, I mean, I will always, not that it always costs more, but I will always spend a little bit more to support an independent.
Mm,
We have an independent Ace Hardware franchise here in town. We will
oh,
always go there first before we go to Home Depot or a Lowe's or something like that. And we're not getting the exact best price, but you know what you get? Amazing service.
mm,
You get people that actually care and are
mm.
happy to see you when you come in, as opposed to going to a giant corpo big box store. So, 100%, man. Support the small guys.
Yeah. Is it Action or Ace Hardware?
It's just called Ace here.
Ace here. Okay.
But well, I mean, it's just called Ace Hardware here.
Oh.
But it is a family-owned business. It's a
Mm,
family-owned franchise that's been here in our little town forever. And I don't want to go on about it, but like I go to Home Depot, and if I can get help, it's never the help I need. I'm pretty knowledgeable about hardware and building and that sort of thing. If I
Yeah,
go to Ace, uh, they know exactly where it is and exactly what aisle, and even if I'm wrong about what I'm describing, they'll be like, "Oh, I think you mean this," and they'll fix me right up.
yeah. That's pretty awesome though, cause has a nice voice. Yes, Adam.
Really?
Adam has a nice voice.
I
Yes.
don't hear that very often, but thank you for that. I appreciate it. My
Eh,
wife seems to enjoy it.
uh, you should tell him to do some book reading for Audible.
Oh, God. You'll hear me smoking in the background.
They'll allow you breaks. They'll allow you breaks. And then and the small child with the
A little tinkling of ice, a little
okay.
lighter flick here and there.
And I
Uh,
went to the garage and then I saw myself in the mirror and I said, "This is not life. This is not the thing."
my voice sounds very nasally to me. I was born in the Midwest, and that's a
Right.
very Midwestern attribute, is
What
kind of
what
talking through our nose and our mouth at the same time.
what Midwest?
I
Which
was born in Akron, Ohio, and then
oh,
I lived that's where all of my extended family is from.
oh
And then I spent like my grade school years and stuff in Columbus, which is actually at the time a really cool town.
yeah.
And then I moved to New York for about 6 or 7 years, my high school years basically. And then I went to college in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh,
I came back to Columbus, Ohio, and opened my business for about a decade.
mhm.
And then it's hard to keep track of. I have bounced around a lot. Then I started going back and forth to California. I lived in LA for 4 years. Moved back. My ex-wife was from Michigan. We stayed in Michigan for a couple years,
Oh,
and then after about 4 years in Michigan, separating from her, I moved to the Bay Area and spent about 15 years in Northern California, and now I'm in San Diego County. And in
ooh,
between, I worked in Japan for a while. I've bounced around. Oh, two Helix. Your mom was born in Akron? Yeah, I was born in Akron General Hospital in 1970.
wow. Yeah,
Yep.
I have family who lives not in Akron, but they live in Cincinnati. So it's always a long trip from where I'm at to go and visit them. But it's
I
always nice.
hear Ohio is I hear it's on hard times these days. I hear it's kind of fallen down, but I absolutely loved Columbus, Ohio when I was living there. It is OSU is the largest college campus in the Western Hemisphere. They have their own airport. They
Wow.
have several hospital facilities. I think the full time student registration is around 60 or 70,000 during the regular school year.
Mm,
It is crazy. And that all breeds a wonderful subculture of bars and live entertainment and
mhm.
independent businesses. And that's where I ran my business. So, and that was back in the 90s. So things have changed a little bit, but
Yeah.
it was pretty wonderful. Columbus, surprisingly, it sounds like a very white bread sort of whole milk kind of place, but it actually had a lot of diversity and
Mm.
a lot of people from all over the world attending the university. And I had a very good experience there. But after about 10 years, it was time to move on.
And the
I do love California for what it was about
mm,
10 years ago. Unfortunately, California is not what it used to be either.
yeah.
Oh, and there's that. There's my little travelogue. Big fan of Japan. Had a wonderful time in Tokyo.
Nice.
I was there for about 3 months working.
Oh, okay. Why? So they only need you for 3 months, or
That was the limit on the visa. They do a 90-day
that's right.
visa.
Same for coming to the U.S. too. Although some people get away with their overstay. So yeah.
Well, I was cheating anyways. I was on a tourist visa, but I was actually working.
So,
Um,
oh,
I used
okay.
I used to be a tattoo artist. Oh,
Oh.
I won't beat around the bush anymore. Yeah, I was a tattoo artist in the '90s, and it was amazing and crazy. It was like being a rock star. It was wonderful. So it gave me the opportunity to meet some people from Japan, and I went and I worked for them for 3 months, and I made gangbuster pile of cash and an amazing time. It was the most wonderful cultural experience. I was sad to come back. So
And the Yakuza stopped by and said, "You tattoo."
no, I was working for the family. So
Oh, oh,
yeah,
oh
I wasn't
my.
working for the top dogs, but I was working within the family. So
Oh man, goodness
that's a
sake.
real thing. That is actually how Japan runs certain
That's
trades.
yeah. It's like so. You want a piece of the family, huh? You gotta be part of the family. You gotta work in the family.
I no, I was a bitch for the family. I worked 6 days a week, and they took their cut and everything. Everyone was happy. It was all fine.
There you go.
Yeah,
Always nice to be able to wake up alive.
and with all your fingers. Yep.
Yeah, and all your
Yeah, down on the street level, things with the family are fine.
yeah.
I was not introduced to or didn't experience any of the higher level
Mm,
stuff within the family, but I heard about it every day. So, it
nice.
was it was the most wonderful time of my life. I had a fantastic time in Japan, and I wish I never came back. But
Hide
the
in the
visa thing is real.
yeah, hide in the hills and in the mountains and live
Well,
there for a
now
while.
you can, yeah, now you can buy a Japanese property like an older house for almost nothing. The actual purchase price is like $5,000, $10,000 in some places,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, it's because those areas are just basically abandoned.
Yeah.
Everyone has moved to the big cities, and the countryside is pretty bleak.
The point of it is that of the whole birth rate thing and all stuff, like the older people, they
Yes,
don't have families or whatnot, and they simply die off with no one to take the home or whatever, or the kids maybe don't want to care about it.
yeah.
Um,
These days, all the younger people have moved to the cities for job opportunities, and younger people are not marrying and not breeding nearly enough to keep the population up.
mm,
The biggest population now is elderly folks. Um, one because they live so gosh darn long. How dare they? But yeah, the social situation, the social culture there is people are a lot more uh, lonely, independent. They're not embracing the typical path of getting married and having lots of kids. So it's
it
interesting.
yeah, it is, but it's also something that I think is multi-problemed,
Oh yeah, no,
and it
it's not a
was
simple.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not a simple thing. And with Japan, it's a lot more because they're a lot more hospitable in a sense. Although if you try to live there, that's a bit of a different story. But
I had a
the
great experience. That's all.
yeah, yeah, and it's just what I'm seeing from other creators and stuff that live there or people that
Yeah.
go there and whatnot. And it doesn't help when you have people like someone like Johnny Somali screwing it
Oh
up.
God, let's
Yeah,
not even go there. Yeah,
yeah.
or what's his name?
Logan Paul.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
ruining
That
it
was
for everyone.
and again, it wasn't just him. It's other ones that don't even get mentioned too. That kind of like desecrate,
Well,
and it
it's the
just
mentality
yeah,
of that type of person.
yeah.
Let's just say that. Where
I'd like
they think they're in a they think they're in some kind of theme park. It's like,
yeah,
actually, no, 50 billion people live here, so maybe use some manners.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice. There are niceties that would be nice, like this, like the vending machines and whatnot. Which
I do
oh
love
man,
the vending machines.
there was one channel I was watching on YouTube where they went to this 24/7 vending machine like area.
Mhm.
I would have spent all my yen in that
I
and
did put a lot of money in the vending machines. You
mhm,
can go out to, and I think this used to be true in America, but not so much now.
yeah.
You could go out in the more rural towns, and there are unattended like farm stalls and
Mhm.
vending machines and even convenience stores where there's no attendant. You're
Yeah.
just on the honor system.
Yeah.
It's a very different mentality and a very different culture.
Yep.
So, yeah,
No.
it was very refreshing. I jived with that a lot better than I jive with Western stuff.
Yeah. And it's something that most likely it's not gonna happen here with like having your own like the
Oh
vending
no,
machine stuff. Yeah.
no.
They be broken. But then again, Japan's starting to have its own problems too and beyond the
Well,
scope of
everything changes.
Yep.
Everything changes. I was lucky to get a taste of it back in the '90s when I did, and I'm very grateful for it. One of my best life experiences.
That should be the song title of it is called Taste of Tokyo
Yeah,
by Adam Gray.
there you go. Yeah,
I
not even to mention the food, which is outstanding. Oh, the best food. The food
Oh,
is so good.
no,
Uh,
just the way you said it was like the food is outstanding.
I could not get enough.
Oh my
I
gosh, that
ate all day and I played in the arcades all night. It was wonderful.
ugh, yeah, I can believe it. But anyway, Bernal says, I mentioned today and nights of getting audio equipment from Tokyo 1 year before anyone in the US back in the 80s. Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we have some obscene tariffs going on right now where
Yeah.
you can get charged an $800 tariff for buying a sticker from Japan. But yeah. Also, one thing, I mean, oof, I don't know, weird tangent, but
Yeah.
Japanese people tend to buy far fewer things, but they buy objects of very high quality.
Yeah.
Like as opposed to buying a lot of disposable crap,
Mhm.
they will buy an audio component or a gaming system or whatever that is top of the line, and then they will treat it like a baby. They will
Mhm.
take perfect care of all of these things so that they last forever.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if you're interested in getting vintage equipment,
Mhm.
Japan is the place for you. They're reel to reel tape decks in perfect condition and Nintendos and whatever you want.
Mhm.
They tend to value things a little bit more, including other people. The level of personal respect is mind blowing as a Westerner coming in. And it's also one of the safest places in the world. It is insane how safe it is.
If the immigration stuff doesn't go wild over there, though, that's another issue that
I
they're
don't think
having.
they'll allow it. I don't think they'll allow it. They're already fighting about tourism.
Yeah. Well, I think they're kind of that was sort of thing after like COVID and stuff. I think that was sort of having that issue too. It's just like because after the whole Johnny Somali thing, that was really just like and there were a lot of people too. Is like I'd really rather would just have that beat that guy up because he's ruined it for the rest of us. Where we'd rather go and be respectful and stuff. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
i- it's just the idiocy that comes with that kind of thinking
Well,
and
Japan.
obviously, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say Japan's in a weird spot
Mhm.
in regards to tourism because leading up to COVID, they relied so heavily on tourism money.
Yeah.
Um, Unfortunately, more and more tourists have become more and more of a problem
Yep.
by not showing any respect or following the rules
Mhm.
after COVID. There's been some weird vandalism of temples and things like that. They were talking about like 2,000-year-old sites, just
Mhm.
crazy. And some drunk guy is climbing up on a torii gate and
And
carving his
those
initials and crap,
those those are the people. Those are the people that
ruining it for everyone else.
well, not like that. Yeah, that too. But it's like there are people over there. Yeah, obviously military and U.S. military and some Americans, different ones. But you have people living over there. It's like, no, this is no. You don't come over here and do this.
No,
Like
it's
it's
not a
just
theme park. It's
yeah.
a country.
It's
It's a
a
country thousands of years older than the country you came from.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's like, you know, maybe you guy might get called a gaijin from someone or whatever. But the point of the matter is you still show respect the country coming into because, it's sort of like that saying, don't you leave it as you came in with or something like that. No, you
Leave
don't.
only your footprints, I think is
Yeah.
the rule. Yeah.
Did I hear that he writes screenplays? Are you asking if Adam Gray writes screenplays? I think that's what she's asking.
I don't think I mentioned it tonight, but I have
Hmm,
when I was in LA my first time, which is around 2000. I
hmm.
tried. They were terrible. Um, but I love movies. I've spent my whole life studying movies, so yeah, I didn't mention it directly, but uh, I am a film guy to the core, inside and out. I love movies.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome though. And I've talked to there's a gentleman called Killer Mike Games who once worked within the writer sort of room and all that sort of stuff. So certainly is interesting to get those people together and talk. But that's another story for another time. Again, it is the top of the hour, and we're gonna do go through our stuff
Boom.
like earlier. But then we're gonna start heading off because I do have to get
Okay,
things
I'm
set
gonna
up.
take my old man 20-second break here. I
Uh,
will be right back. Are we gonna do the hat?
we're gonna get there, but I mean,
Are we doing the hat of doom?
we'll no, it's the questions from Hat. But you do your thing and get back. We'll get going. He's left.
Yeah, just give me a potty break. I'm sorry.
Go get out of here. Oh, anyway, but we'll quickly go through the stuff to get to that point, and we'll go from there. But anyway, here's his links right there. He's on X, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, a bunch of other places. If you'd like to see where he's at, those links are down below on both Rumble and YouTube side. Again, if you want to follow, the stuff is there. If not, that's okay too. Again, they enjoy what they do, and it's worth at least giving a look. And if not, you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, it's worth giving a look. And if you want to follow, why not? Right? If you want to follow, why not? For my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or YouTube side, doesn't matter which side you're on. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators want to be, it also helps in having other people on, like Adam Gray, like Miss Barb, like Slidey Pie, like so many others. Again, I've had on over 270 various guests, creator or not. And believe you and me, the year is still young, even though it's close to ending. So again, any help with the engagement factor on either end is much appreciated. And of course, where did I? Nope, where's my link? Oh, there's my link right there. You can go find my Twitter X. You can find my email. You can find my Discord link there. But it's mostly just for DMing. At the end of the day, I'm not interested in a doing server because some people use Discord for this sort of stuff. I'm not. But it is what it is. But all my links are in there, so you can use that, and it's great. Next part about it is I'm part of the Proton Partner Program. There's a link for it's promoting the Proton Unlimited plan, but you get a lot of good out of it on the privacy scale of what Proton offers. Again, you can go there, check it for yourself. The Proton plan includes the Proton Drive, Proton Pass, Proton VPN, and Proton Mail. Proton VPN and Mail have a free version, but they're mostly just a limited scale, and Proton Unlimited unlocks the other stuff that comes with it. So it's still worth checking out, but the link is there too. And of course, I have been given an opportunity to uh, promote biltong. Yeah, again, biltong is it's not beef jerky, but it's a little more healthier than that. But they do
Better
offer
than better than beef jerky.
better than beef jerky, and they do offer a lot more different products, jams, chips, or crisps, as they call it, sodas, all sorts of stuff. Again, the link will take you there. You get to see a bunch of stuff, and you can use code DARA, DARA, to save 10%. I believe they said on the wholesale, like when you go to the cart and then you go to, like, um, you know when the final sale is, like you get all the
Your total order.
yeah, your total order. That's right. I was
There
trying to
you
think
go.
of it. The total order of things, it'll save you 10% on your total order. So you can do that. But if not, at least, just give it a look. Just window shop, right? All of you every day window shop and you don't pay anything for it. And you don't have to pay anything for it if you don't want to. But they really do make a good product. in America, and why wouldn't you want to support and a company that uh, makes a product in America? Like that was a big thing for a long time. So there's that. Um, but anyway, that code is there. That link is there. But beyond that point, uh, there's that. Oh well, thank you. I appreciate
Oh,
it. Slighted pie.
Bill Tongue's in the chat there. I'm sexier than jerky. There
No,
you
it's
go.
more like Bill Thong. He's a
Bill
different beast.
Thong. Oh, is this
Yeah,
someone else?
probably more tender. But
That's
anyway,
funny.
the next part is tomorrow is the 77th um the 77th Pay It Forward stream. Obviously, that will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, but I will be having a guest on at 8 p.m. Eastern, Demi Storm, who is friends with Ann Jeanette, who I've had on before, will be joining me at that time. So come and see that. But again, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern is the 77th PIF stream. And I hope y'all come join me for that. And of course, the last thing I do with my guests before we head off into the sunset, like a bunch of cowboys going,
Prum,
yeah!
prum, 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 prum.
But anyway, I do a thing called I like to derail things. Yes, you do, but I've gotten good at catching it. Um, but anyway, I do this thing called questions from a hat, and that's always what it'll be called. Never anything else, like some people want. Uh,
I called it chat with the hat today.
there
I
you
don't know
go.
if that'll catch on.
So I got a Rumble hat, and I put some questions inside. So what happens is that my guest gets two freebie questions because I'm
Woo!
just so nice, and it's about the children. It's about the children.
Do you need a moment?
No, no, it's okay. I can take care of it. But anyway, it's also like I'm on YouTube, of course, but I'm not monetized. So sorry, YouTube side. It's just what it is.
Same.
Well, I'm not monetized because I haven't reached the level. You've reached the level, and they've told you to f off. And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah, we met all the moving goalposts, and they
yeah,
still don't like us very much.
yeah. I haven't met any of them, so yeah, that's why I'm not
Well, get
monetized.
those numbers up, folks. You
Yeah,
Rumblers, hop over to YouTube and just hit that button.
it's all right. I grow naturally, and that's fine with me. I'm
Whoa,
gonna
phrasing.
post post a video on YouTube soon. Well, congratulations. I hope it goes well. Um,
Good
but
luck to you.
but if you're on the Rumble side, I am monetized. So if you want more than the two questions asked, you have to give a Rumble rant for it. Otherwise,
Oh,
otherwise it will just stick with the two. But yes, I think the highest level I've gotten was like 30 questions from a hat. So
chat. If you send in a big enough Rumble round, I'll finish my screenplay. So just think about that for a minute.
let's let's see here. Oh, someone sent in 100. I'm already finished.
Well, there's my night. Yeah.
And then he said, "Done," and he was. But
Oh, now I need a nap and some biltong.
here's here's the first question.
Okay, let's
Okay,
do it.
let's see what it says. Okay, serious time, guys. It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Except I don't have $1 million. If you could instantly master any musical instrument without practicing, which would you pick?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. Uh, I'm gonna say bass guitar.
Bass guitar?
I I tried to teach myself bass guitar in high school and college.
Mhm.
I was incredibly bad at it. Unbelievably bad. Like I could not remember scales, I could not learn songs, I could not read music. But I love the bass. So yeah, I'll say bass guitar. That's my first thought.
Sometimes you have to give that bass a little bass.
Yeah, there's something about it, and I know people, you know, sometimes they disparage the rhythm section or whatever, but you ain't got no rock and roll without the bass and drums. So, um, yeah, that was my first love. I took slide trombone in elementary school band. I sucked at it. Still couldn't read music. I took guitar in junior high school. I failed. Um, and then I tried to teach myself bass in high school and did play in a couple of bands in high school and college.
Nice.
But I was an absolute train wreck. I was just not good at it. Later on in life, I did uh, a few years as a rock DJ, if
Nice.
you can imagine. Oh, I don't know what they call it, like the White Zombie, Limp Biscuit sort of thing, where it was sampling and scratching rhythm live.
Yeah.
Before that was like a big thing,
Yeah.
and I was okay with that. I can keep a beat. I love sampling and that sort of thing. But yeah, I'll go with bass guitar, Alex, for 400.
No, no, you did not put that in a question.
Oh
But
shit!
no, the question was, what is bass guitar?
Uh, what is an instrument you cannot play? Ding.
Mm, oh
I
my
have a
gosh.
great ear. My ear is just not connected to my hands. I'm a very good editor and producer.
Mm.
I have mixed and produced a couple of albums, but I cannot play to save my life.
I'll say I have a good ear too, but I have two of them, so I have two good ears. But anyway,
Stereo.
and you just like point to like it's this one right here and this one right here.
Better now. Better one. Better two. Better
What
one.
was that? Testing, testing, one, two, three. You
Now
just
it's time for a smoke break. Go out behind the dumpster and get high.
oh, goodness sake. All right, question two. Unless someone gives a rumble rant.
Okay.
This one looks important. Okay, hold on. I gotta be serious about this. Okay.
Dun dun dun.
uh, this one is for you. What does a perfect vacation look like?
It's a perfect vacation. Uh, Babs and I have talked about this a lot, actually. I have never had a legitimate vacation,
Mhm.
which is a non-work vacation
Oh yeah.
over 3 days ever.
Wow.
Um, every every cool faraway trip or getaway that I've ever had has always been a work trip,
Mhm.
or centered around some sort of business thing. Um, wow, a perfect vacation would be well. I'll keep it simple.
Mhm.
A cruise to, I want to say, the Big Island in Hawaii, maybe New Zealand. That would be
Mau
perfect.
isn't that Maui?
No, the Big Island is just Hawaii. It's called
Oh.
Hawaii, and I have been there. And Barbara's been there as well. She used to actually work on Hawaiian cruise lines.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, she developed seasickness and had to leave.
Yeah.
Um, I love Hawaii. I love Japan. I love what I've seen of New Zealand. It would be somewhere there in the Pacific, and it would be a minimum of 2 weeks of just eating and drinking myself to the edge. It would just be. I love a freshly made bed. I love chocolates on my pillow. I love all that stuff. I love a towel animal. Like,
I
give me all that stuff,
I'm
honestly.
I'm sensing a vacation snob is what I'm really sensing. A very
Well, backseat vacation, a window shopper vacation snob, because I've never had these things, but now
neither have
there's
I.
YouTube where you can watch a bunch of undeserving, snotty white people go and do these things for a tax write-off.
There you go. That's true.
I'm sorry, that was dark, but
Yeah.
no, we
Well,
do. We watch the cruise channels and we watch some travel things and whatever, and we uh, we definitely have plans if we hit that lottery tomorrow.
mm, yeah. No, I I thought about it, but like you're on a boat in an ocean, and if something goes wrong, it's
Oh, sure.
either it's a Titanic moment or a Poseidon moment. So,
Yeah, no, I live in Southern California, so we live on the edge of that moment all the time.
oh,
Um,
7.7? No.
yeah. I mean,
But
we have fires, we have earthquakes. The thing about California is it's sort of the opposite of like the Midwest. Like in the
mm,
Midwest, you're under constant threat of like hail destroying your car or
yeah.
a tornado ripping the roof off your house. There's like a constant threat, or like it stays 17 degrees below for 6 months or something like that.
Ugh.
But in California, it's like they save all that bad energy up. Like the earth is like all at once. And then yeah, you've got a 9.0 and there's a fire on the other side of the hill. Like they're big disasters in California, which is weird.
I think the real big one that's in waiting is where the San Andreas fault is.
Yeah,
So,
oh yeah. We live with it every day. Yeah.
so
We've
just
had wildfires less than a mile away from us, like just over the hill, to the point
wow,
where we packed up everything in the car and the cats and everything, and we're just sitting there waiting.
wow.
You could see the glow behind the hill above our house. So just that feeling of being able to lose everything in an instant is horrifying,
Oh
and it
yeah,
can happen anytime.
yeah.
The Midwest is sort of a perpetual disaster, you know.
At least there's no earthquakes though. But rarely is there an earthquake.
No, they're not big events. They're just sort of like, here's some tornadoes, you know what I mean? And it wipes out a tiny little town and rips
Yeah.
your trailer apart and moves it over 500 yards.
Honey, look, here's the tornado. Get the
There's
camera.
cows flying in the twister. That's all
Oh,
real.
yeah. Uh,
Flooding, stuff like that.
and Slidey Pie has paid for another question, and
Oh,
this
thank you, Slidey.
and this question is, what's your least favorite color and why?
Wow. That's tough as a creative artist. My least favorite color.
What is a color you, since you're an artist, what's a color you don't like working with?
Um okay, and not to dance around the bush, but as an artist, whether it's like painting or lighting or anything like that, you work in combinations of
Mm-hmm.
colors. You don't ever just paint or light everything all green.
Mm-hmm.
So my answer is the color I hate the most in the rest of reality in the real world would be like beige. Like I
Beige.
hate it. Like grayish, like where it's like a muted beige.
Yeah.
I also get freaked out when I see videos of people in their apartment or their condo or whatever, and their walls are all white and there's nothing on their walls. Like that's serial killer stuff. Like if you put nothing on your walls, nothing, like just blank white walls, no matter how long
Mhm.
you've been living there, that freaks me out. That makes me uncomfortable. But if I have to pick a single color, it is like taupe or beige or something like that, um, because that's just a complete lack of imagination. You know, you don't want to be staring at bright red walls all the time. That's like The Shining, some shit. But I, as an artist, I favor color combinations like purple and gold, a deep red and a light blue together. These things all create emotions and atmospheres and certain psychological like pull strings or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, that is a good question. I just don't have a great compact answer for it.
I don't think
Yeah.
you. I don't think as an artist you can give it a compact answer because
No,
art.
I can't. And I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be pretentious. I'm just saying.
He's an art snob, and you've just heard his snobbiness. Um.
Yes, and you were all worms before me because I'm an underpaid aesthetician.
Look at my art piece called "The Messy Coffee Table." Suck it up, you losers.
There's a place for beige, but, like, if I could have a color removed from reality, it would be, like, all the beige stucco condos and all of that crap that unobtrusive, not gonna make you think about anything, sort of neutral colors, I guess.
There you go.
You know, I hate to call out gray because it's my surname, but, yeah, it's the least interesting colors are probably my least favorite. There you go.
So if it's your least favorite, least interesting color, then does that then does that not make you least interested?
I think so.
That's
My
fair.
wife disagrees. I don't know. I don't know.
No,
What's
no, it's not. I'm just joking because that's just a logic line of like if you think it's not interesting, then you would think yourself not interesting and all that stuff. But yeah,
I'll tell you a very quick story. In
okay.
6th grade, we had an in-class art project where every student had to create a coat of arms for their
Oh,
family.
nice.
So I got stuck with gray. What do you do with that? Like, if your last name is Cunningham, you can do a pun where it's like a knife and a big old ham, like Cunningham or something like that. I got gray by force of birth, and
Yeah.
I could not come up with anything, and I got an F on that project because it was just a light gray shield with a dark gray stripe. I had no idea what to do with that. So there you go.
Then you're just like, no, curse you, you
Then
darn dirty apes.
I flipped off the teacher and ran out of the building. No, I didn't do it.
And that was the real Breakfast Club right there. Um,
That was a good question. That was hard. I had to think about that.
hey, some of them are. Some of them trip people up because it's like I'd never thought about it before. But some of them is just like it's asked and that may not have anything to do with you and you just kind of move on to the next one. But anyway, that is the end of the show, ladies and
Well, thank you
gentlemen.
for buying another question. Appreciate
There you
that.
go. See, and Slidey Pine did it right there, of course. Thank you all to chat. And of course, thank you to the man himself, Adam Gray, the ghost like feature that just doesn't quit, especially if he's given the Ghostbuster signature
Um,
move.
my pleasure, Dara. Have a chat with you anytime, my man in the hat.
Hey, anytime. Yeah, anytime. Because like I've always said, I've tried to bring people back, but scheduling stuff, it's always that thing. So it's one of those things. But I have a big pool to draw from, even though some of them have blocked me for whatever reason. Always a weird
We
thing.
won't even go there because I've had the same problem. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just different
S-
personalities out there.
I look. I'm gonna be dead one day. Do I really care about your little sniggering and all this other stuff that really doesn't matter at the
No,
end?
no one is going to be laying on their deathbed saying, I wish I had streamed with this guy." No, f all that.
Same with someone saying rosebud. why did why did he say rosebud at the end? What does that even mean? Why was his last
Good,
one rosebud? What is wrong with him?
good movie. Good movie.
Oh goodness. But anyway,
Well, thank you,
again,
Dara.
oh, you're welcome. And again, the links are down below, on both Rumble and YouTube, so you can check it out from there. And if you
Yeah,
want to
give us a
follow,
follow. If you don't like it, you can unfollow. We're
yeah,
at BRollStage on every damn platform there is.
that's right. Anywhere they can get their hands on and say hands up, and then they're like, oh, no money.
Yep.
All right,
Live show tomorrow night, guys.
there you go. What's the movie?
We're doing Blood of the Virgins with Christopher Lee.
All right. Well, anyway, then.
Demonetized.
No, I just whatever. But anyway, of course, I end the show with "One Day with You" by Pogo. By Pogo, I mean is like
Pogo's awesome.
the creator of it. So it's just One Day with You, but Pogo created it. And again, there's a link down below that'll take you to his channel, and all the videos that I've used are there. And I enjoy using his stuff. I really only get like hit with like a content ID thing on YouTube. I don't get any like this is blocked in so many countries or whatever. But yeah. So anyway, I enjoy playing them, and I don't have music to make myself, and obviously I don't have the money to pay someone to do it or use the
I
AI
I
stuff.
would make you a song, but I'm really bad at playing music. So.
Yeah, I just want to use someone's artistry that works so well. Like this is no joke stuff. So
Thank you,
anyway,
chat.
there you go. And again, guys, see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern with my guest Demi Storm appearing at 8 p.m. Eastern for the 77th Pay It Forward stream. Hopefully you'll stop by and say hello. But again, guys, one day with you. Have a great rest of your night, and
Good
I'll
night.
see you next time. Bye, guys.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go.